Hi, welcome to our third practice in the Grounding in Yourself series. My name's Sylvie, and this practice is all about grounding in clarity. So with our ability to shake things up, let things go, and fill ourselves up with nourishment and enrichment, it lends itself really well to get very clear about what we want to do, what we're all about, what it's like when we kind of take away some of the lenses we wear on a day-to-day and we stick with the 2020 vision of what we're all about. So to start off this practice, we're going to be laying on our backs. So any comfortable position, maybe your legs go out long, maybe your feet stay on the mat and cave in, whatever works for you. And taking a few rounds of breath to arrive in your space. Allowing your back body to ease itself into your mat. Facial features soften, maybe your eyes close. Maybe you thank yourself for showing up today on your mat, for making the time. Feeling your breath in your body, seeing if you can slow it right down. Today's breathing practice is going to kind of use the breath to create a certain feeling in our body. So the hope here through this practice is that we just kind of go to the path of least resistance, the path that has always been there, and that clarity so clearly directs us to. So on our inhales, I want us to see if we can feel a sense of lightness, buoyancy. As we expand in our rib cage, our entire body begins to feel a bit lighter, gets a bit more malleable, kind of lessens the load. And on our exhales, I want us to feel a little bit of the opposite. So we ground down, we kind of release the tension from our body and let gravity do the work. So on our inhales, we expand, we feel buoyant. And exhales, we melt down, root in, let go. So taking a few rounds of breath to seal in the sensation. Three more. And on our next inhale, if our legs are not already long, we're going to let ourselves do so and stretch the arms overhead as if we just woke up. Big, long stretch. And on our exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to our hips, feet on our mat, knees lined up with our hips. Inhale, we're going to scoop the tailbone under, lift up, expanding our chest, lots of space between the chin and the chest. And exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, rooting in those heels, lift. Exhale, back down. Focusing on that sense of buoyancy on the inhale. Two more. And exhale, getting heavy, releasing back down. On our next inhale, we're going to lift up and support our pelvis with our hands. So our elbows will likely come in nice and tight, and we will support our pelvis that way, or you can grab some blocks or pillows to do this as well. Taking a few moments to find a shape that works. Grooving, rooting down in your feet. Inhale, we're going to lift up the right knee. Option to stay here or to straighten out that leg, getting nice energy coming out of the heel. 3 rounds of breath. One more. And exhale, we're going to bring our right heel to our left knee. Slowly lower our hips down, creating a figure 4 with our legs. Option to stay here or to grab the back of your thigh, drawing it in closer. Feeling a sense of lightness on the inhale, and grounding down on the exhale. Exhale, we're going to bring our left foot back down as well as our right. And on our inhale, we're going to lift up, feeling the lightness, setting ourselves up again for that supported bridge. Rooting down in our feet. Inhale, we're going to lift up the left knee. Option to stay here or straighten it out. Lots of energy in the heel. 3 rounds of breath. One more. Exhale, we're going to bring our left heel to our right knee and slowly lower ourselves down, creating a figure 4 with our legs. Option to stay here or to grab the back of your thigh. Feeling a sense of buoyancy on the inhale and rooting down on the exhale. Clearing away. Opening yourself up. Exhale, we're going to bring our feet back down. And inhale, draw the knees in. Maybe a little low back massage, rocking back. And for the next few rounds of breath, you're going to you're going to get yourself into table. So a little rock and roll may be nice. Maybe get in the fetal position and go up. I will do that because I have a huge device in between my shoulder blades. And rolling on that is not going to be a lot of fun. Beautiful. And I want to invite you guys here to take 5 or 6 rounds of breath to do any intuitive movements. Three more rounds of breath. And exhale, we're going to pause. Inhale, extend the left leg out long. Big toe meets the mat. Begin to rock, waking up the backs of the legs. Inhale to pause, bringing the knee back down, and then extending your right leg out long. Rocking front to back, gently waking up the backs of the legs. Inhale, pause, bringing your knee back down, and then crawling your hands just above your shoulders, bringing the fingertips out, tucking the toes under, and exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Any movements you need to do here. Take them. And then 3 breaths here, focusing on expanding, lightening up on your inhale and grounding down on your exhale. Inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up and back. And exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rocking through to your hands. Adjusting your stance, maybe widening your stance. Grounding in both feet. Inhale, sweep up, high lunge. Focusing on creating buoyancy on the inhale and rooting down on the exhale. Option to stay here or on the inhale, we're going to twist our chest from either side. So starting over to the left, arms out wide. Exhale back in. And inhale over to the right. Arms out wide. Exhale back in. We're going to do 3 more just like that, focusing on the breath, allowing it to guide us wherever it wants to lead us. We're going to move back at center on the exhale, bringing our hands back down, picking up the left leg, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, rocking through our hands. Grounding down in our feet, and inhale, nice and buoyant, we lift up, high lunge. Inhale, we twist over to the right first. Exhale, back up. Inhale, twist over to the left. Exhale, back to center. Doing whatever variation works for you. Always a great option to drop down to your knees. Kind of rinsing ourselves out like a sponge. Finishing off this set. Meeting back at center. Exhale, place the hands down, lifting that right foot, meeting back in downward facing dog. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our feet, meeting in an exaggerated ragdoll. So we're really going to bend our knees here. And inhale, keeping our fingertips on the ground, keeping the bend in our knees, we're going to lift our chest. And we're going to do a dynamic movement here. And the way this is going to work is on the inhale, bending the knees, we're going to open the chest, lift the gaze. And on our exhale, we're going to curl our spine in, folding over our thighs, straightening the legs, but always having a bend, not locking them out. Inhale, open up, and exhale, bring it in. So we're going to do maybe 10, 15 rounds of that. Option to go nice, slow, and steady, or to let a forceful exhale out. 5 more. Last 2. Perfect. Inhale here and exhale. Make your way to tabletop and then find your way in a seated position. Nice work. So continuing this breathing exercise, focusing on the buoyancy, all 360 degrees, sensing the difference in your energy, and seeing if on your exhale you can release your body, melt your body all 360 degrees. For the clarity meditation, building off of the breath and the movement we just did, on our inhales, instead of expanding our body, our skin to feel lighter, I want us to see if we can expand a little more outwards. So maybe this expansion is a few inches away from your body. Maybe it's, arm's length away from your body. And on your exhale, seeing if you can hang out or occupy the space that surrounds your body in space. So inhale, we expand out, and exhale, we hang out in the space around your body in space. Taking a few rounds of breath to seal it in. And this will be, I guess, our playground for the final meditative layer of this practice. In this space we've created for ourselves, this is where we can play with some visualizations. So grounding in clarity, it's easier to do when you can really sense what being clear looks like. So in this space, can you take a moment to capture what you look like when you are grounded in your clarity? What is the resting expression on your face? What clothes are you wearing? How do your regular routine, maybe mundane tasks feel and look like when you are grounded in your clarity? Keeping it super general to start off. Think about how you go about your day, what your interactions look and feel like. And if details start to flood in, let them. If it feels bizarre, zoom out to more general or return back to your space meditation. Taking a few rounds of breath to see where this leads you. And take a moment to capture what it feels like to be grounded in your clarity. Maybe you feel ease, maybe you feel confident, maybe you feel relaxed, at peace. And for these next rounds of breath, seeing if you can capture the feeling and transplant it onto yourself in this moment. If this is feeling wonderful for you and you have the time and space, I invite you to stay for as long as you like. And congratulations for being halfway through the Grounding in Yourself series. I super appreciate all your time and energy that you're spending with me and spending with yourself. And I super look forward to continuing to practice together. Thank you, thank you.